The word of the Lord that came to Hosea, son of Beeri, during the reigns of Uzziah, Joatham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah, and during the reign of Jeroboam, son of Jehoash, king of Israel. When the Lord began to speak through Hosea, the Lord said to him, "Go marry a promiscuous woman and have children with her, for like an adulterous wife, this land is guilty of unfaithfulness to the Lord." So he married Gomer, daughter of Diablam, and she conceived and bore him a son. Then the Lord said to Hosea, "Call him Jezreel, because I will soon punish the house of Jehu for the massacre at Jezreel, and I will put an end to the kingdom of Israel. In that day I will break Israel's bow in the valley of Jezreel." Gomer conceived again and gave birth to a daughter. Then the Lord said to Hosea, "Call her Lo-Ruthma, which means not loved, for I will no longer show love to Israel, that I should at all forgive them. Yet I will show love to Judah, and I will save them, not by bow, sword, or battle, or by horses and horsemen, but I, the Lord their God, will save them." After she had weaned Lo-Ruthma, Gomer had another son. Then the Lord said, "Call him Lo-Ammoni, which means not my people, for you are not my people, and I am not your God. Yet the Israelites will be like sand on the seashore, which cannot be measured or counted. In the place where it is said to them, 'You are not my people,' they will be called children of the living God. The people of Judah and the people of Israel will come together. They will appoint one leader and will come up out of the land, for great will be the day of Jezreel." The Lord said to me, "Go show your love to your wife again, though she is loved by another man and is an adulteress. Love her as the Lord loves the Israelites, though they turn to other gods and love the sacred raisin cakes." So I bought her for 15 shekels of silver and about a homer and a leith cake of barley. Then I told her, "You are to live with me many days. You must not be a prostitute or be intimate with any men, and I will behave the same way towards you. For the Israelites will live many days without king or prince, without sacrifice or sacred stones, without ephod or household gods. Afterwards, the Israelites will return and seek the Lord their God and David their king. They will come trembling to the Lord and to the blessings in the last days." The story of Hosea and Gomer's marriage contrasts the faithfulness of God with the faithlessness of Israel in forsaking the God who loved them, cared for them, and provided for them. In Hosea's relationship with Gomer, Gomer continues to reject the love of her husband, abandoning him to remain promiscuous. God is so faithful, in fact, he cannot be unfaithful. See 2 Timothy 2:3. He asks us to be people of faith, but the truth is, you and I are fickle. At times, our faithfulness depends on so many variables. I will be faithful if it fits into my schedule. I will be faithful when things are going my way. I am always faithful when God works in the way I expect. Can you imagine, however, receiving the instruction to marry someone who is incredibly promiscuous? Pray for the hurting, give to the poor, sacrifice your time to help others. I can get on board with any of those. However, being asked to marry a woman who everyone knows lives with a scarlet letter? Wait just a minute. Hosea receives just such a message. Even through her unfaithfulness, he continually pursues her to exhibit his love and faithfulness to her, and she discards it like yesterday's leftovers. When I read this story, I wonder why Hosea keeps going back to her. Why does he continue to love her? Why is he so faithful? I want to tell him, cut her loose. She's not worth it. I mean, I get that he wants to do God's will, but isn't there a limit? The answer to that is, of course, no. There is no limit to faithfulness. Andy Stanley says, too many Christians have a commitment to convenience. They'll stay faithful as long as it doesn't involve risk, rejection, or criticism. We are called to faith. We must be faithful. There is no option. Friend, faithfulness becomes a contradiction when we think we have a choice in whether or not to be faithful.